Ukraine's foreign minister said he discussed a 24-hour ceasefire with his Russian counterpart, but no progress was made as Moscow's representative defended its invasion and said it was going as planned. The foreign ministers of Russia and Ukraine met face-to-face talks in Turkey on Thursday in the first high-level contact between the two sides since Moscow invaded its ex-Soviet neighbor last month. The meeting between Lavrov and Kuleba took place on the sidelines of a diplomacy forum near Antalya on Thursday. Turkish Foreign Minister Mevlut Cavusoglu also participated. Cavusoglu has said the aim of the meeting was to pave the way for a meeting between the Russian and Ukrainian presidents, which would be facilitated by Turkey's president. Russian forces have made rapid gains across the south of the country, advancing east and west from Crimea. In the east, there is growing concern for tens of thousands of civilians trapped in the port city of Mariupol, which is encircled by Russian forces. To the west, Russian forces around Kherson appear to be moving toward Mykolaiv and west toward Odessa. Taking Odessa would seal off Ukraine from its coastline and secure a path for Russian forces from Donetsk to the Moldovan border. Kharkiv, the second largest city in Ukraine, continues to face intense aerial bombardment, but Russia has not renewed attempts to take the city through a large-scale ground assault. Russian forces in the area have continued operations to the southeast of the city. In 6 days, the United States and its partners in the NATO have supplied over 17,000 anti-tank weapons to the Ukrainian forces fighting the Russian invasion of their country. Cargo planes carrying these weapons from the US and different parts of Europe have been landing in Poland and Romania, from where the weapons are pushed into the war-torn country through the land border in civilian vehicles. Russia's Emergencies Ministry delivered 430 tons of humanitarian aid to Ukraine and Donbass, the ministry's press service told TASS on Tuesday. On March 8, convoys sent by the Don Rescue Center of the Russian Ministry of Emergency Situations arrived from the Rostov region to the Donetsk and Lugansk People's Republics. 25 vehicles delivered 220 tons of humanitarian aid to Donbass residents. Another 10 vehicles delivered about 90 tons of cargo from Crimea to Kakhovka, the Kherson region, and 121 tons of humanitarian aid from Belgorod to the village of Liptsy, the Kharkov region. Goods are carried in accordance with international laws for delivery of humanitarian goods, the ministry specified. Russia's S-400 long-range air defense system has reportedly seen its first combat and gained its first kill during the country's military intervention in Ukraine, engaging and neutralizing a Ukrainian Air Force Su-27 fighter near the country's capital Kiev. The shootdown reportedly took place on February 25, a day after Russian military operations in Ukraine began. The fighter was reportedly piloted by Ukrainian Air Force Colonel Alexander Oksanchenko, a display pilot well known in the West for his airshow performances. He was posthumously granted the title of Hero of Ukraine by Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. The aircraft was shot down over a distance of 150 kilometers, which is longest range of air defense interception. The S-400 was designed to engage targets up to 400 kilometers away using 40N6 missiles, but more widely deploys the 48N6 missile with a 250 kilometers range. The 48N6 has demonstrated the ability to neutralize Mach 8 hypersonic missiles flying at the edge of its range, and engages targets at speeds exceeding Mach 14. The S-400 is prized for its ability to engage up to 80 targets simultaneously, with its powerful radars. India's much-delayed project for indigenous artillery seems to be finally reaching its conclusion, with the towed howitzer, Dhanush, clearing firing trials and the Advanced Towed Artillery Gun System, ATAGS, set to begin its last round of testing this month. The Army had, in 2018, placed an initial order for 114 of the 155mm by 45mm Dhanush, Manufactured by the Ordnance Factory Board's gun carriage factory in Madhya Pradesh's Jabalpur, now known as Advanced Weapons and Equipment India Limited. However, the delivery was hit by production quality issues flagged by the force and hence needed fresh firing trials before being deployed fully. The ATAGS, being developed by the Defence Research and Development Organisation, DRDO, along with private firms Bharat Forge and Tata Power said, will possibly undergo its last round of test firing. If successful, it will pave the way for orders to be placed by the army, which is in dire need of artillery guns. Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has expressed her gratitude towards her Indian counterpart, Narendra Modi, for safely evacuating her countrymen from Ukraine amid the Russia-Ukraine war, said government sources. India has evacuated 9 Bangladeshi nationals from Ukraine under Operation Ganga. Nepalese, Tunisian students were also rescued under this operation. Modi has held several rounds of high-level talks with senior ministers and officials regarding the evacuation of India nationals. He has also spoken to Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky and Russia's Vladimir Putin regarding the same, while reiterating the plea for end to conflict and violence and return of dialogue. According to Puneet Singh Chandok, president of the Indian World Forum, an Indian convoy consisting of 12 buses left from Sumy along with all Indians including 9 Bangladeshis, Nepali and Tunisian students on board. The Indian convoy was escorted by officials of the Indian Embassy and the Red Cross.